processing time is shorter and you can do. Same thing now applied. What this allows you to do is, it allows you to do a linear project. अगर आपको रोड का करना है या रेल का करना है या आपको मेट्रो लाइन का पूरा एरिया मैप करना है, this makes it simpler. We'll talk about it separately. I'll be happy to sit down with people who are working in this particular field. And just an example, this is a ROI which was calculated for the private sector company. They calculated the ROI. The ROI was double when they were using this. The cost of adoption of technology is higher, but the return on investment is double because the productivity is much, much higher. So again, I'll skip this. This is another interesting aspect. And there are 1 or 2 points which I like to make. Integration technology has been practiced by us since 1999, nothing new. Where we introduced to the world, where you combined a GPS and a GPS station, and a total station. जो total station की strength है, that is GPS's weakness. Total station requires line of sight, GPS requires sky visibility. Where GPS doesn't work, total station works. So when you marry both the technologies, you get when you're working in an urban environment, लखनऊ सिटी में आपने काम करना, कुछ एरिया आपको ऐसे मिलेंगे जहाँ पर आपका GPS नहीं चलेगा, कुछ एरिया आपको ऐसे मिलेंगे जहाँ पर टोटल सेशन नहीं मिलेगा, because वहाँ पर if you mix and match both the technologies, it's a perfect world. So you are at the basic level, you are mixing 2 sensors. This is sensor fusion at the ground level. Subsequently, this is the contemporary technology that we're talking about, where you're mixing your physical reality and the digital models are compared. सर जैसे आते हैं मैं PWD में काम करा, अगर हम this is again example scanning total station where you are having a scanner, a camera, a total station all combined into one. Again example of sensor fusion. Lot of advantages. If you can work in a versatile environment, you can gather data, etc. Do so many things with it. What is the advantage? आपने एक बारी में गए, आपने सेंसर फ्यूजन के साथ पूरा एक गली मैप कर ली, आपको शायद 2 पॉइंट चाहिए थे, कल को कोई कहता है यार मेरे को आपके फॉर एग्जांपल हाइपोथेटिकली सेक्रेटरी साहब का फोन आता है, इंस्टेंट फोन आता है, मेरे को ये डेटा चाहिए, आप वापस किसी को फील्ड में भेजेंगे. लेकिन अगर आपने एक शॉट में पूरी गली का डेटा गैदर कर लिया यूजिंग लिडार एंड कैमरास एटसेट्रा, यू कैन पुल दैट डेटा आउट, क्लिक ऑन दैट पर्टिकुलर पॉइंट एंड यू गेट ऑल द डेटा. That is the way we're doing. You won't be collecting points, you'll be collecting images and extracting data from those images. That is the future, ladies and gentlemen. And we have to work towards that. आज नहीं करोगे तो 5 साल करके जबरदस्ती करना पड़ेगा. अगर आज अपने आप को पेश करोगे तो 5 साल के बाद आप मक्खन की तरह काम कर रहे हो. And this is another example of a scanner total station. Now, very quickly, sensor fusion जो है आपको ये बोल रहा था. Again, टीम से बात कीजिए. हम क्या करते हैं, आपका डिजाइन ले लिया, आपने केबल कहां पर गिरनी है, गड्ढा कहां पर खुलना, वो लेके आप फिजिकल जो आपकी रियलिटी दिखाई दे रही है वो बैकग्राउंड में दिखाई दे रही है, और ये ब्लू और रेड लाइन जा रही है, ये आपका मॉडल दिखा रहा है. क्या आपका मॉडल ये सही तरह बैठा है? दिस इज द फ्यूचर. टॉक अबाउट इन अर्बन एनवायरनमेंट. कोई गड्ढा खोदने से पहले एटलीस्ट कोई क्लैश तो नहीं है, बिल्डिंग खड़ी करने पहले से कोई क्लैश तो नहीं है, ये आप चीज देख सकते हैं. दैट्स अ फ्यूचर सर. एंड दिस इज द element. This is the future technology which is making it happen. So Pallav is there, he's an expert on this. मैं इनसे टाइम लगा के बात कीजिए यहाँ पर. Last, innovation. So Abhishek, just one minute. I totally understand. And you have to connect data. जैसे अग्रवाल साहब ने कहा, data field से आपका वापस आना ऑफिस में, ऑफिस से फील्ड में जाना. There has to be intermingling of that. Cloud, etc. Data syncing is required. एक छोटा सा एग्जांपल दे रहा हूं, तो उसमें I won't get into technicality, बाकी ये छोड़िए. बांग्लादेश का एग्जांपल देता हूं. बांग्लादेश में क्या करता है, छोटी कंट्री है, हमसे छोटी कंट्री है, लेकिन सोर्स देखिए. उन्होंने प्रॉब्लम आइडेंटिफाई की. LGED आपके हमारी PWD की तरह है, कवर्स एंटायर स्टेट. तो उनको वहां पर दिक्कत था, उनकी माइनर इरिगेशन कैनाल्स वगैरह का, उनको वहां पर दिक्कत आती थी. डेटा आते आते करप्ट हो जाता, दिक्कत होती थी. तो उनके बाद बॉस लोगों ने कहा भी हमें डेटा चाहिए, हमें सीमलेसली हमें सेंट्रलाइज सर्वर में चाहिए. सो वी डिजाइन द सॉल्यूशन विद देम दैट डेटा व्हाइल इट्स बीइंग कलेक्टेड इन द फील्ड इज ऑटोमेटिकली गेटिंग सिंक्ड टू अ सेंट्रलाइज सर्वर एंड गेटिंग एम्बेडेड ऑन द सॉफ्टवेयर एंड अ टोपोग्राफिक मैप इज बीइंग मेड, जिसके बेसिस के ऊपर वो पेमेंट्स करते हैं. तो आपने 2-3 चीजें करी. एक तो आपने सिंक कर दिया, तो अग्रवाल साहब पहले कह रहे थे, सुबह कह रहे थे डेटा हैज टू कम टू द फ्रॉम फील्ड टू ऑफिस. You're taking care of that. And the validity and the sanctity of the data is protected. Nobody can do the changes. कोई पेन ड्राइव से लेके जाएगा नहीं, कोई पेपर मैप नहीं बनाएगा. So this, I'll quickly end by playing this small thing, and I'll hand it over to my next speaker. This is just a minute, and then I'm off.
Thank you, Mr. Sanjeev. So I would now like to call Mr. Saad Ibrahim, Vice President Emerging Technology from Rota Group, to please come and present.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Myself, Saad Ibrahim, Vice President, Emerging Technologies and Head of Drone Division in Rota Group. We are an 85-year-old company, Atmanirbhar since 1936, started by Mr. Bashir Ahmed Ansari, who used to do repairs for the surveying equipments that came from London for making of the Ganga Canal. We are India's first small-scale industry, conglomerate of 7 group companies now into various things like services, LiDAR mapping, drones, and older technologies as well. Led by the 4th generation of entrepreneurs today. As all of you know, drones are everywhere now. I'm not talking about small toys that you see in marriages and each and every function. I'm not talking about the rotocopters, which you can fly just for 15-20 minutes, and the data you get out of them is mere not possible. I mean, it's of no use. For us, the environment, for surveillance, for military purpose, for infrastructure development, monitoring large mines where you have to fly for 2, 3, 4 kilometers, for energy sites, agriculture fields, to know how your crop yield is, how the crop is coming up, what is the health of the crop, and obviously Swamitva Yojana that has been led by Survey of India, where we are flying 90 units as of today and covering large areas. The scheme launched by our Honorable Prime Minister today has covered around 114,000 villages, 27,000 villages, and 24% of the data has been captured, which has been done by the Trinity F90 drones, and we are proud of it. The accuracy that they have received is 2 to 3 centimeters X and Y and 10 centimeters on Z. About the unit, it's Make in India, NPNP compliant, a collaboration with Quantum Systems Germany. It's a fixed wing VTOL, so the takeoff and landing is vertical. Flight time of 90 minutes. Accuracy, as I said, less than 2 to 3 centimeters X and Y, 5 centimeters Z, proven. Proven to Survey of India and proven a lot of times in all our demos all over India. The most efficient and effective drone, because you have a possibility to fly in air's speed as good as 6 to 7 meters per second, and on top at 12 meters per second. You have a flight time of 90 minutes and you cover large areas. The features of the drone, it's a PPK unit, post-processing kinematic. It has a BVLOS capability, 7.5 square kilometers range from the point where you're standing. It has terrain following, so you have an option to follow the terrain by your SRTM or DEM data. You have multiple payload options, so you just have to buy one unit and you can buy different payloads and just swap the payload with whatever need be. We can carry around 700 grams in the payload, and I'll show you the options in my next slide of what all payloads you get. We do not belly land, so your airframe structure holds on for a longer period of time. It's a small video of how the drone flies. You can do it. Vertical takeoff and landing, as I told you. The unit flying at 75 kilometers an hour, so that is why there is a possibility to cover large areas. You can also fly multiple units at a time. That was a small introduction of how the unit flies. Multiple payload options, as I told you. For photogrammetry, we have Sony UMC, the standard payload that comes with the unit of 20.1 megapixel camera. We have the high resolution 42 megapixel Sony RX. We have multispectral single and dual payloads where you can combine your red edge with your Mica Sense, your Sony UMC, whatever your requirement is. just let us know and we will do it for you. You have thermal, UMC with thermal radiometry, and now you have the LiDAR, the Cube 240. The LiDAR, we are proud to tell you, gives you an accuracy of 1 to 2 centimeters as well, and you call us for a demo and we will prove it. Application, there are various aspects as told in my previous slide. Mapping, mining, inspection, monitoring, industrial, you name it, and we can do it. This is the data set of a mine from India, flying at 120 meters height, overlaps as you can see, 40% side and 60 forward, images around 544, covering the whole mine, one single flight. You can give a DEM of 7.6 centimeters per pixel. Some more shots. These are just the aerial images. This is not the real data. This is the aerial image from the drone. Town planning. We just did help Government of India in mapping all the taxi and parking areas in Haridwar. That is done for the Kumbh Mela, as you all know. It's already started. Just to have an idea of where the cars and traffic will go and how it will be parked. We are not allowed to share all the pictures, but this one in particular, they let us show it to people. This is how the image looks like. And you can absolutely see the clarity. Forestry. We have supplied units in the Forest Department, Wildlife. This is the data set from Panna Tiger Reserve, mapped first time. And you can see in the video the orthomosaic. This is the river flowing deep inside the forest where usually the people are not allowed to go. They use it for animal monitoring to find their alligators, tigers, wildlife, which they first used to do it with your snap cameras fixed on trees or your small drones, but they were not so animal abundance. So this is the first time they found 15 alligators at a time and they were able to map it. What they do is also map the length of the animal for their database. So in all 14 alligators in one flight. Application for mapping, mining, inspection and monitoring. The new Cube 240 LiDAR. It's available now. Precision of 1.8 to 2.5 centimeters. Accuracy less than 3 centimeters. 240,000 points per second. The other cameras, as I told you, we can integrate as per your need. MicaSense Red Edge, blue and red. The data set that you get from MicaSense Red Edge for your crop yield and crop health, RGB, near infrared, red and green, and your NDVI. So 5 band to 10 bands as per your need. And this is the Altum payload. It helps you with your thermal images. Just an example of the data set. So infrastructure, disaster management, healthcare, we are there. We have flown the Trinity F-90 with payloads for blood test samples in Africa, as well as in challenging situations of COVID in Germany, where from one hospital to other, the blood was transported in the same drone, just putting the samples inside the compartment and modifying it as per the need so that the blood doesn't go bad or the medicines that have been transported don't go bad. So it flies in a linear line 60 kilometers with some special algorithms to land at a different location than take off.
Modern intelligence.
The next generation for us
and
in the military
requires the next generation of
Just a small
unmanned
video.
aerial systems.
Right now, this drone will be used for surveillance and military purpose only, but we are looking forward for mapping as well.
Vector is a flexible, rucksack portable hybrid VTOL UAS. It can easily be deployed by a single person within a few minutes and without any tools. Vector is designed to perform ISR
All our
missions where
units
endurance
can be
and
deployed
time on
within
target
just 2
are critical to the
minutes.
mission. The automated takeoff requires a simple swipe on the handheld controller and only minimal space in the field.
Charlie Echo 1, this is Delta Foxtrot 2. Eyes in the sky, approaching the target. Now.
Terrain following keeps your vehicle safe, even in unpredictable territory. For more complex operations, Octarian Mission Control allows you to control multiple vehicles in a single mission. With Skynode on board, Vector stands ready with cutting-edge technology. AI-enabled preemptive failure detection increases the confidence and the safety of your mission. AI on board augments your awareness in real time and delivers faster and more accurate intelligence. With a single click on the controller, Vector starts to loiter around the point of interest.
With 30x digital optical zoom and 60x digital zoom, you can track a person, car, cycle, anything you would like.
This is Mike Sierra 4, taking over control. Out.
For collaborative intervention, the second squad took over the control of the UAS while it was still in the air. Computer vision enables safe and precise landing while avoiding obstacles and personnel on the ground. By removing the wings and tail from Vector, the system now transforms into Scorpion.
The same unit can be used
Scorpion
as
is
a
an
multi-copter
agile
as well.
tricopter used for urban operations where hovering and maneuverability are required.
Eagle eyes on target. Holding position.
Hovering at a distance, Scorpion delivers detailed situational awareness where it is inaudible and invisible to the target.
Charlie Echo 1, this is Mike Sierra 4. Mission accomplished. Returning home. Out.
Enter the next era of ISR with Vector and Scorpion, the flexible two-in-one system that brings AI and advanced autonomy to your missions.
So this is what we see as the future. We are right outside if you want to visit our booth and have any questions. We have our technical staff as well as the VP Sales, Mr. Kushaka. Thank you everyone.
Thank you, Mr. Saad. I would now